Need to go. Okay.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same. Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Okay, everybody.
The Blade of Frontiers, hmm? Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Laser. I fight to save lives.
Alright, guys. Will. There we go. Probably Gale. No?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Let's keep that on.
What if this crash doesn't work out, Laser? What if your kin fail you?
If I can reach the creche, my kin will provide. Any failure will be mine alone.
If you say so. Just don't expect me to put all my eggs in the same basket.
That expression must sound curious to a youth Yankee ear, given the way they're birthed.
Might be useful. Open up.
Dead gnolls. Looks like someone toyed with them. Made the pain last.
No here. Buckle.
You're an impressive fighter, Gale. You should consider a new name.
I take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting, but I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Don't waste a step.
Can I have that spear though? Okay. Just don't mind Merla in the background.
Worse than Knowles. Would that worry you? thing you give a dragon is bad gas.
Aha! We found you. Does he only have a quarterstaff? That'd be so funny.
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to.
Who or what attacked you?
A devil, the most deadly foe we've yet encountered. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling.
One horn? Then you mean Karlach, Archdevil's bootlicker.
You know her, which means you know what the Fiend is capable of. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
Where is this devil?
She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here. She must pay for her crimes. If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not. This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid.
Very well. I'll bring you her head.
May the just God guide you.
Da, da, da. Ooh, is that gold? We don't need that. Da, da, da. Nope, don't go up there. And who's this?
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
How many did you lose?
2. Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice.
Let's see what you have to trade. For going up against a devil, we'll need holy water. You can have it. No, never mind. You can have this. And these. And these. You're welcome.
In Tyr's name.
I don't feel comfortable right now. Go down the hill.
The key. I wonder what it opens.
Blood. Ooh, think it's that devil.
I should speak up.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
You're the devil we've been hunting? Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. I'm finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Well, stand down. You saw what I saw.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Gods, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil and you know it.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
Merla.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
Gale could do with the rest.
The mind is strong, but the knees, Well, they are a little sore. I'll gladly put my feet up.
Let's hop.
All right.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance.
Penance. Should we be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
That's still what I was talking about. I'm talking about you. Okay. Alright, Karlak. Right, now we have a barbarian. Danger sense. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against traps, spells, and surfaces. And reckless attack. On your next turn, you have advantage on attack rolls, but enemies also have advantage against you. Level 3. Where we choose our subclass, I will go with Berserker. Frenzy. Your rage turns into a frenzy. You gain Frenzied Strike and Enraged Throw. You can also make an improvised weapon attack as a bonus action. 10 turns. And Frenzied Strike. As a bonus action, make a melee attack with your equipped weapon or Enraged Throw. Pick up an item or a creature and throw it at a target, dealing additional damage and knocking it prone.
Action, not reaction.
Yeah, I gave you things to give to Karlak. Split that.
What a charmer.
Something. Don't tell the other guy, but we have his sword. We'll take this one though. Just get ranged.
Let's get going.
Alright. This one, between Karlak and those paladins, with the weird stuff in the background. Immediately, I would do anything for Karlak. Let's see. Up here.
Something good here, I hope. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Alright, y'all.
Let's get in and out. Have to keep going. love to, thanks. Long and low.
Out of sight, out of mind. Not a peep.
My patience wanes. Can't afford to stay idle. No time to dally.
Better make my next move. Carefully now.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Don't burn yourself.
He's distracted. Come up behind it. Ah!
Out of sight, out of mind.
Keeping low.
And last
Cloak
person
and
seen.
dagger. My favorite.
All right.
All right, time to skulk about.
So action. Oops.
Down the hatch. Got it.
Can't give up.
Oops.
Battle favors the fearless.
Non lo vere.
Cutting to the chase. Time to press ahead.
No time to waste.
Can't afford to let up. Moving.
There's in the way. Oh well.
Battle favors the fearless.
Not enough.
Making my move.
That was good, whatever that was.
Swift and lethal.
Mirror.
It doesn't.
Nothing important is ever easy. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
That's fine.
Gotta focus.
The victor's path.
Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Zariel won't get near you again. We'll make sure of that.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Ah! Attack. Ah! Alright guys, well, leave that for a moment.
That took the edge off.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
That ought to do it. Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those Ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Hot.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
How the hells did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Wonder if they meant Damon. A tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Now that she's gone through everything, let's see. Okay, there's still things here. We're good. I also got a mod that lets me pick up everything. Do I have double swords of justice? That would be very funny. There was... I thought there was bread and stuff. I think... Okay. There's a little bit here. We're still good. Take a floor lemon, thank you. Ah, supply pack. Gold. Okay, I think the loot pouch did its thing. From the hinterlands. Let's see. Okay. Esteemed reader, while this journey is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute, reported by our agents in Eltergard, will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Loathsworn Drow, Troll and Duergar are particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to the publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornubel, and Gandaldeep. Let us hope these reports are received with proper gravity for the safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Etcherly, Editor-in-Chief.
Might be useful.
Okay. Well, it's gone, so we'll have to go upstairs. La la la.
At the ready.
Picked up everything here. Use your knees. Go through this real quick. Type. Wheel.
Eager for battle.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Okay. Oh, she does have a sword of justice. What happens if I do this?
I've got a long road ahead.
Do I have two? Oh my goodness. Whoops. We can sell one of those off. Okay, I'm gonna give this to Karlak to hold. Bunch of arrows. Keep the rapier for now. Give that to Karlak. Give this to Karlak. These will mine. Don't think Will has a hat yet. I'll take one. That can go to camp. Here we go. A little better. Oh, I guess I could have come up here. That's fine.
How much farther can I go?
That's... Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, no, we'll go find you. All right.
The rot of death. Delightful.
Ooh. Yes, Merla is just taking everything her fingers can touch.
Trapped.
Okay. And for this, I'm gonna let Merla go in first.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
roll a 2. Ooh. 250, you say?
What's in here?
Just another crate.
Did I get everything? I did not. Ooh!
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Which, there were things there. There was one there. That's all I really... Maybe this one. I'll disarm that one.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Ah! Zentrum. Wonder who those guys would be.
There's a pressure plate in the chair, but I'm missing something.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Okay, gonna stand here for a second.
Come on, let's go. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Sharp as ever.
At least things have stayed interesting. Trap! Be cautious.
Oops.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
There we go. I just had to see it. Ooh. Loot. Oh, more of the same. Ooh. That is going to Shadowheart. Ooh, okay. I'm not proficient with it. Dang it. Take it. Oh no! Please hell no! Okay.
Hey ho.
Action, not reaction.
Looking ahead.
Smell that? Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
On my way.
Carrying over here. 2 gold. That's worth everything.
What's that?
That just goes back into the basement, so if you can turn into a cat or a rat, or anything like that, you can go in there.
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
That's curious.
Ah!
More for me.
Is this your first time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel?
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slates led me to believe.
Just wait till you see Baldur's Gate.
And ready to fight.
You'll never want to leave.
That right there is a TPK. So, I suggest
Is that
not
blood?
going that way.
No, never mind.
Oh, that was through Shadow's Heart's head. That was awful.
That's curious.
Ooh. Okay. Let's back to where we found Karlach.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for
Something
human
tore
flesh.
right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Please not want that.
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate.
I'm gonna try not to be sick.
Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs.
This won't be quick. That hyena's run off for help.
Let's, Rajay? Let's run into her. never use this. Down on strength.
I'm ready.
Alright.
Have to keep going.
Back over here. That's still enough.
Blood comes easy these days.
Ooh.
I am fury. I am death. Ketazeth.
This is not the best way to do this fight, but since I have 5, I'm making it a challenge. Too heavy to throw. Dang it.
Forever dauntless.
What's the plan? Right, better get to it.
Dang it. Hang back a little bit. Don't have any advantage. Can't reach. Weird. And I guess my bonus
I
action.
will ascend.
Oh well. Okay. Oh, dang it.
No!
They're fine.
course, mate. Jimmy on the go.
On the victor's path.
Talk to me. Take you.
Have to keep going.
Have a little sip.
Time to strike. Taste my fury.
Oh, just one? Oh, sucks.
My path be true. Need healing.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No holding back.
Oh, I lost Hex. Oh well.
Two steps at a time.
Got to keep fighting. Got to press on.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Time to strike.
A little bit. No, I shouldn't do that. I should drink a little potion. Oh, that's what I should do.
Taking position.
Don't waste a step.
Dash. This way. Oh, I did my... okay. Hehe, oops.
Gods, it's hot in here. Close ranks. Easy hands.
Yeah.
On the victor's path.
He needs
I
a little
wonder if
sip.
this is worth the cost.
Yes. Oh.
This is my time. No time to waste.
moving.
Oh, 1 point. She's good. She's fine. Don't worry. So we've got 2 death saves.
Knees high.
Forever dauntless.
Strength. Again.
No time to waste.
Can't afford to let up. On the move.
Nothing important is ever easy. One day I'll catch a break.
Victory awaits. On the move.
Oops. Well, we're just all going down. That's not good.
The blade will not bend.
Where did they go? Here.
No time to waste.
Need to stay focused.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Throw a little sippy sip. Mostly Lizelle. Can I get them both? Okay. And stay behind.
Sometimes the only way out is through. These boots have seen everything.
I am fury. I am death. Make way.
Oh, do I get another bonus action? The game feels sorry for me.
On the victor's path. I've found my mark.
Let's end this. Onward.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Need some oil over here. What now? If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
That was just rude.
They do have a way of popping up when least expected.
Let's move. The smell of blood will draw trouble.
Let's have a look.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
As per my last letter. Though the name of the recipient is obscured, the letter appears to continue a debate of some heat. Your analysis is flawed. The hells are not so simple to understand. Boiling down 9 cosmological layers into evil, but with a few more rules, does generations of scholars discredit. Ba 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 ba. Gotten off topic. The point is you're wrong. Looking forward to your reply. Ooh. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it, and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what happens if you open the chest. Right now. La, 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 la. We will come back to this. For now, it's time to rest. Use this for now. Here. Let's take a look. So this is the nope. This is the backpack we will take later. Ledger, don't need that. I'll keep that. is for Karlek. It's for me. I'm gonna keep a pack of things don't need. Ah. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. They sound lovely. Written in a furious, sloping hand, this is a letter to the editor of Baldur's Dash, a tabloid notorious for its controversial articles. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay, diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gate ridiculous restrictions regarding animals in the city. No animal larger than a peacock may gain entry. How archaic. My darling gazelle is the most well-behaved bear you'll ever meet. Or is it Giselle? Giselle is the most well-behaved bear you'll ever meet. And yet to spend time with my child, I must visit my summer home in Cormyr. Not his summer home, oh goodness. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve this issue immediately. The emotional and physiological well-being of people of Baldur's Gate is at stake, and I shall take this to the highest of authorities should it not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giselle cries out for her father. This archaic policy has separated a child from their parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Older Ravengard lives with himself. Yours faithfully, Mr. R. Pickens. He's very worked up. Okay. She already does so much with that. Okay. She doesn't need it. so many Noliers.
The pride of the gate.
Blacket's will be done. What's next, I wonder?
Let's move.
Let's go to sleep.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the 9 hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
You better not lay a damned finger on Karlak.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man. Maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
You're lucky she didn't take your soul when she came.
I'd count my lucky stars for it, but I reckon luck is on holiday. I'm only alive because my patron still has use for me. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
How in the hells did you get involved with Mazora?
The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Let's go talk to people. Talk to our new friend.
Yeah?
How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest?
The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Go on then. Tell them.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
You mentioned a boss who gave you up to Zariel. Who was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
What does that infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
What's that been like?
Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat. Anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well, Can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
Glad to have an ally.
I hope Mazora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though, I must admit, the new look is a little dashing.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I was sired by a vampire named Cazador. Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it.
How were you turned?
I was attacked. A gang of vagrants, a tribe of wandering Gur, took issue with a ruling I'd made. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be.
You must remember your life before that?
I was a magistrate, working to keep the peace in Baldur's Gate, imprisoning troublemakers, that kind of thing. I can't remember much, truth be told. Centuries of torment will do that to you.
Tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Okay, my dude. I'll leave you alone now.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The Blade's sting is real.
Well met.
You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her, if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Good night.
Soldier.
Now that those paladins are out of your way, what's next on your agenda?
First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
You and Missouri seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
I'd be in the middle of another adventure, blessedly free of any tadpole.
I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at.
And with that, we will sleep. Alright, everyone. I am going to end things here. And we will go forth on our next adventure with everybody. Take care. Bye.